Choices, choices. Which way do I go? What do I do? How do I make this difficult decision? How do I make a definitive decision? How do I determine whether I should go right or left, up or down, or stay still? Well, that's what we're talking about on this morning because, as you know, happy Friday, happy Friday. On Friday, I always give a trailer. I give a trailer for the message for this coming Sunday. And this coming Sunday, I'm going to be dealing with this whole thing about what do I do with respect to decisions? Decisions. And I can't wait to jump into it. Going to teach a text that I've referred to many times, but I've never really taught it or preached it, I should say. And that is Matthew 6:24. No one can choose or no one can serve two masters. But nevertheless, before we get into all of that, let me welcome all of you who are watching on this morning. Man, what a great morning it is. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We're shouting out Elder Jan. Elder Jan, are you on yet? Understand that you turned 17 years old today. 17 years old today, but I think my math might be off a little bit. But can you all shout out? Can y'all shout out Elder Jan? I believe she's had and is having a birthday. Good morning, Gerald. How are you on this morning? Ella, how are you? Pamela, how are you? Brenda, how are you on this morning? Joelle, how are you on this morning? Vicky, how you doing on this morning? What a wonderful morning it is. Elder Mobley, how you doing on this morning? Ramona, how are you on this morning? Great morning that it is. Verena, how are you on this morning? Vaughn, you're in the house. LaFon, you're in the house. Liz, I see that you're in the house as well. Good morning, Erica. How are you on this morning? Can we shout out Etta Jane? Now, I just know that she ain't about to be late or not on this morning when it's her birthday. Well, maybe. I don't know. Elder might have partied too hard. We never know. Never know about these things. Good morning, Jay. How are you on this morning? What a wonderful morning it is, Dawn. It's a great morning. This morning it's all about how do I make difficult, definitive destiny decisions, choices. We live in a world that is so full of choices, we don't always know what to do. Well, this morning I'm going to help you, but I want to continue to greet some folk this morning as we get together. The Manna fam, y'all disappoint me because you're not sharing like you ought to share. You ought to share right now. Good morning, Lenora. How are you? Francine, how are you? Cece, how are you? Minister Cent, how you doing on this morning? How is Fayetteville, North Carolina? Vicky, how you doing on this morning? Will somebody go wake up Elder Jan? We can't do nothing until we all shout out happy birthday to her. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what she doing. Good morning, Carolyn. How are you on this morning? I hope everybody is well on this morning. This morning is all about. It's all about a choices that we make. The choices that we make. How many of you, before we get into it, can you put it in the chat area? You struggle with making the right choice. You struggle with making the right choice. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about on this morning. You struggle maybe with making the right choice. Going to greet a couple more people, and then it's all about the word on. There he is, Elder Jan. I don't know what the deal is here. All of us been waiting to say happy birthday to you, and I don't know. Did you sleep in, or did you party too hard last night? What was the deal? We don't understand. Karam, how are you on this morning? How are you on this morning? We want to shout you out on this morning. We're all shouting out Elder Jan. Morning Manna fam, it is her birthday. I think she's 17. Or there's something with them sevens. I think that's the deal here on a birthday on this morning. But any rate, let's jump into it this morning. As you know, on Friday, happy Friday. Thank God, thank goodness it is Friday. I always give you a trailer of the message on this coming Sunday. And this coming Sunday, I'm going to be dealing with decisions. Going to kick off a little short mini series, and I want you to grab this. And this morning, here is the trailer. The trailer is Choices. How to make definitive. How do I make destiny? How do I make difficult decisions? Choices. The text to talk, the takeaway, 5 minutes or less. Here we go. Here it is, Matthew 6:24. You already know it. Hear it again for the first time. I've never preached this text before, but I will. I'm going to preach from the whole 6:24 through 30. Let's get into it. No one can serve two masters. Mm. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Strong language from Jesus, our Savior. And he's talking about choices that we make. Every choice we make, it is a step, let me put it in context, on the path we walk. It shapes who we are and where we're going to end up in life. Hear this, watch this. Our looks, our features, they may reflect our lineage. They may reflect our family. You can look and see you're Dudley. Yeah, okay. But our decisions, those deep down choices we wrestle with in private, they are what we will wear out on the outside in the public. We're going to see it. We often try to live two worlds. That's what we do. And then we split our loyalties. Anything in the middle is split. But God desires, through the words of our Savior, his Son, you got to make a choice. Three things I want you to get with this. Three things. Grab this. One is our looks reflect our heritage, but our choices reflect our inner life. Our looks reflect our heritage. You can clearly see with my big old wide nose and thick lips, I'm a Dudley. But guess what? Our choices will reflect the inner life. Here's the second thing I want you to grab a hold of. You can't serve two masters. You got to choose. You got to choose. Divided decisions lead to divided lines, leaving us with internal conflict, burnout, and compromise. Yeah, got to choose. Here's the third thing I want you to grab a hold of, and that is destiny is shaped by daily decisions. Your destiny is shaped by your daily decisions. Small decisions, small choices build up to large outcomes. You better know it. You already know it. What's your takeaway this morning? Here's your takeaway. Grab this. Make decisions that align with God's purpose so you can wear a legacy of faith and not the burden of compromise. Make decisions that align yourself with God's purpose and person of Christ in your life. And you won't have to live out the burden of a compromised life. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you at New Life with the Word at 8 and 10. Don't you miss this mini series that is about to kick off. Decisions, decisions. I'm going to preach this. Share the manna. If it bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. Elder Jan, happy birthday. God bless you.